What if a house were not built on top of the land, but instead leaned into it step by step, turning a difficult slope into 3 levels of view, silence, and shelter? This is the slope house, built along the shore of Lake Rapel in Chile, about 2 hours from Santiago, a place where the landscape is so powerful that architecture must decide from the very beginning, compete with the scenery, or work so that the scenery becomes the protagonist. The house does not try to conquer the slope. It uses it as its logic. Instead of a single volume planted on the ground, the project is organized into 3 levels that follow the incline and create a way of living that changes as you move through it. The house is positioned intelligently in relation to the slope. It sits in a way that minimizes major earthworks, creating terraces and supports that respect the ground. Rather than cutting into the land to impose a perfect platform, it finds a balance, minimum intervention for maximum experience. The result is a house that feels fitted into the terrain, as if it had learned how to rest on the slope. On the upper level are the social living spaces, living room, kitchen, and dining room connected, with a large opening toward the lake and an outdoor area that functions as an extension of everyday life. It is the kind of layout that makes sense for a retreat house, the place where everyone gathers, talks, eats, and watches the light shift across the water. But what gives this level its personality is the roof. Instead of a neutral slab, there is an inclined plane that changes the height of the spaces, higher where life needs to breathe, lower where the house wants to feel sheltered. This variation is not an effect. It changes how the space feels. You sense that the house is adjusting itself, as if tuned to the place. As you move downward, the house becomes more protected. The path follows the slope and turns circulation into experience. Each level has a different relationship with the landscape. At one moment, you are fully exposed to the lake horizon. At another, you are more sheltered, with the view still present but filtered by the body of the house itself. And then you begin to notice the quiet trick at work here. The house does not reveal everything at once. It creates layers of discovery. You walk, and the landscape appears in fragments, framed by planes, openings, and shadows. This becomes even clearer when you look at the structure and the skin of the house. The structural base of the project is direct and honest, a simple system of steel and concrete that serves as a solid skeleton to deal with the terrain's condition. Over this skeleton comes a skin of wood and glass, which does 2 things at once. It brings the house closer to nature through texture and warmth, and opens the interior to the view without losing the feeling of refuge. The wood is not here as decoration. It is presence. It gives human scale and makes the house feel like part of the environment. The glass, in turn, is not about exhibition. It acts as a tool, deciding where the house wants to be transparent and where it wants to be more protected. This combination creates a beautiful contrast. From the outside, the house has a firm, almost mineral body. From the inside, it gains lightness, daylight, and visual continuity with the lake and the trees. And because this house was designed for real use, a weekend retreat, family life, simple maintenance, it also carries a sense of durability, straightforward solutions, efficient finishes, materials that age well and require less showroom care. It is a house meant to be lived in, to host people, to truly be inhabited. In the end, the slope house is not memorable because of a flamboyant gesture. It is memorable because it transforms a difficult condition, a steep hillside, into a way of living, a house that teaches you to perceive the place with your body, to go up, go down, pause, and look. A house that does not try to dominate the landscape. It organizes itself so the landscape becomes daily life. And perhaps that is why it works so well. Instead of shouting architecture, it does something rarer. It allows the slope, the lake, and the horizon to work in favor of life, as if each level were a different way of breathing the same place.